Welcome to Fur Lining Garments 103. Once again, I'm your host, Tim Nally, known in the Society for Creative Anachronisms as Murdoch Timofeyevich Rustov-Skva. I'm a costuming laurel, blah, blah, blah. This, in the 1970s, was some clubber's long beloved rabbit skin, rabbit fur coat.
Bow chickie bow bow.
Bum chickie pow pow. Anyway, in the 70s, this is a much beloved coat. In the new millennium, this is something I picked up on eBay for 20 bucks. Now, my lady is 5'4", which means her shoulders are about this high, and she's maybe 6 inches above the ground when she wears this thing. She wants a fur-lined coat because she's much too pretty to freeze, in my opinion. So, and I have the skills to fur-line her, so I am. Anyway, this started off as a 70s fur coat for clubbing. It's about a size 8. She's about a size 12 to 14. It's not going to work. So what I did was, much as in part 2, 102, I stripped out the lining of this thing. And as you can see,
What was it lined in?
it was lined in some kind of nasty satin type.
Is it that red stuff that was just on the sleeve?
No, this is to reinforce the sleeves. See it under the arms where it's going to wear, and on top where it's going to wear. This is just reinforcement for the fur. Now the problem with land-based furs like lamb and fox and rabbit is, hey, they don't have too much oil in them. So I'm going to show you something that may horrify some people. See this? See this fur? Watch this. Because I can fix this, I can do this easily. Watch this. Let me find a place. Ah, here we go. Here's a place where it's ripping anyway. Land-based fur. Very light oil. This fur is dried out from the 30 years. Just like that. What do you think is going to happen when she wears it? Turned inside out on her body. It's not going to last very long. However, if you get Wonder Under on the cheapest muslin you can find and adhere it to the back of here, it'll not only anchor the fur follicles and permeate this, but it will also add another layer to make this whole leather side stronger. And it'll give this coat a whole new life. However, this is a size 8. My lady's a size 12 to 14, like a usual well-fed American lady. And I have to expand it. So what I'm doing is, as you can see here, the original coat had its collar with a nice lapel front. I split the lapel out after I took the lining out. And what did that leave me? This whole thing is turned in along the front for style. Now, I popped it out of the lining, and I'm going to cut this from here. You can see right here. Here's where the connections were, right in here. Here's one of the hooks. So this is all extra fur down the front. This was turned in like that originally. That's how you expand the back. You make a mark right through here, and then you cut it. And in a minute, I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to show you the technique for cutting it so you don't cut the hair follicles. This part on this side, and on the other side, this part is you're going to split this right down the center line of the back, and you're going to put both those, sew both those strips together so they're about 6 inches wide, and you're going to run them from starting here on down.
Now I noticed inside of that coat there was already some black marks. Did you put that there, or was that by the original construction?
Original construction. I haven't done any black marks at all on this thing. I'm going to expand this back about 6 inches, and 1 inch is one coat size. So it'll go up to a 14 here shortly. 6 inches across the back, but hey, guess what? That's going to leave a 6-inch gap down the front, because it's going to move everything 3 inches over and 3 inches over. There's going to be a big wide 6-inch gap down the front of her fur-lined coat, which means everything is going to freeze. We're in central Ohio, and well, we live in central Ohio, and it gets cold for 4 months of the year. Cold.
What's
30
cold?
Degrees.
30 degrees?
30 degrees, 20 at night, sometimes less. Now, when she wears this, it's going to be at night. I don't want her to freeze. So, stop the camera.